Good morning, welcome back. It is Wednesday. As promised, today will be a flea market find. This will be a NASCAR diecast that was picked up over the weekend at a few flea markets we went to, including Trader's World, which is right off of I-75 in Monroe, Ohio. Across the interstate, there was another flea market, flea market mall type thing. I only picked up some cards there, which you'll see those on Friday, and then some of them I picked up there. And then there's a third flea market in Hamilton, Ohio, on US 127. I don't recall the name, but it just so happened that we were. I'm glad we went to that one because that day was part of the, I guess it's the world's largest yard sale or something on US 127. So there was all sorts of sales going on that day, and in the parking lot of that particular flea market, they had many booths set up, and I picked up a few diecast in that flea market and a few outside in that flea market. So let's start off with a few. These aren't cars; these are haulers from the 1991-92 era. So these are the 164. So these are the big haulers by Racing Champions. I got three of these. First one, at first I thought it was Mike Wallace when I seen the FDP brakes. Then I realized he wasn't with the FDP brake sponsorship until 94. I'm sorry, 93. Then I looked at the name, and it's Andy Belmont. So this was an ARCA hauler and a Cup hauler. He did race for Rookie of the Year in, what was that, 92, I believe, against Jimmy Hensley. And Andy only ran a handful of races. I believe he only ran 9 races that year. But still, it was a nice looking car with that kind of that. I don't even know what color you'd call that. But it was kind of that rose, or that not even rose, more of a uh, dark lavender and teal color. It was a really nice paint job. Our next one, again, all three of these are from the same era. This one is a Cup hauler. It's Dave Marcus, and he had lost the Lifebuoy sponsorship the year before, so he picked up sponsorship, and I don't know if this place still exists, but Mike Miller's Big Apple Market in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Then he has Transmissions Unlimited and AEL Rentals. Both of those were associate sponsors of Dave's for many years. And then this one I was super happy to pick up. Again, all three of these from that same era. But this is the Busch Series. Jeff Gordon, Baby Ruth, Bill Davis Racing. So this was his last full-time year in the Busch Series before he moved up to the Cup Series to go to drive for Hendrick Motorsports. So I thought that was a pretty nice pickup as well. I'm going to get these out of the way because they take up so much room, and we have about around a dozen die-casts left. So we'll start off in the Busch Series. 1990 Busch champion Busch Grand National Dale Earnhardt Jr. Is that? I believe that's probably Action. Yeah, it's got the Action sticker there and branding there on the bottom. That would be his first of 2 Busch Series titles. There's the DEI crest. And I'm going to set some of these off to the side because they don't stand up real well. Another one from Action from 1997. Also Dale Jr. Sickens Paints. Asco Nobel. I really don't... What's it say? Car refinishes. So I remember him racing this car, but I don't remember that Asco Nobel. But I'm sure it's part of their branding. And then another one from Action, Jeff Gordon. Again, Bill Davis Racing, Carolina Ford Dealers car. VP Racing Fuels. That was always a kind of an associate of his early in the Busch Series, and of course during his sprint car career. Always like getting these older ones that cost a lot back in the day. Then from 1994, Platinum Series, Dale Earnhardt. And I'm thinking that this might be the Busch Series car, because look at the C-Post Alltel Mobile on that. So this would have been the last year that Dale ran his Busch Series car. Of course, he owned the team for many years thereafter, but that was the last year that he drove it. Then from 2001, the Goodwrench Service, the Oreo. Of course, this was, I believe, the Busch Clash car. The number outlined in blue, Oreo blue, instead of the traditional red, and the blue stripe around instead of the traditional red stripe. I believe we also, I might have another one of that. I don't recall right offhand. Then we have from 1995 another one of these promo ones, Fillmore Racing Kenny Wallace Red Dog Beer. This would have been a Busch Series car. Number 8, of course, Red Dog was a product from Miller Brewing Company, which was a sponsor on Rusty Wallace's car in the Cup Series. Now, I know I've had this one on here before, but anytime I see these oddball ones, I really like to pick them up. But from 1991 or thereabouts, 91-92, Busch Series driver Bobby Dotter, 08, Team R Racing there on the hood and the quarter panels. And this car is pink because it was briefly sponsored, we talked about this before, by Cling Free. I believe that was the fabric softener sheets. But that car ran without sponsor most of the year. I know they had Gino's Pizza Rolls, which became Totino's eventually on that car, and several others. From 1998, Busch Series champion Randy LaJoie with, this is the Piggly Wiggly card in there. Of course, Piggly Wiggly, one of their associates. There you see Tempest Resorts, as well as Bob Evans Restaurants. I know Kool-Aid was an associate for them for a while. But FINA Petroleum, the major sponsor there. But Piggly Wiggly getting the branding there in the card. Now, this next one, I don't know that I've ever had this particular one or not. It's from early on, 1989. It is not a flat bottom, but it is Morgan Shepherd. So it says 1989, but Morgan drove this car in 1990. And you can see, I mean, we'll just take these two and put them side by side, and you can just even see the quality. You know, Racing Champions didn't even have the Goodyear rights for the tires, whereas there they did. You can see just the detail, the moldings were different. Everything was, and that's 6-7 years difference there. But Morgan Shepherd only ran this paint scheme for 1 year, 1990. 1991, they went to the all-red that would carry the team till the end of 93. Looks like we got 3 more die-cast here, then we'll call it a day. From the Winner Circle Lifetime Series. Honestly, don't remember if I have this one or not, but anytime I see him, I will buy them. That's Dale Earnhardt in his 1983 Wrangler Thunderbird. Of course, he drove for Bud Moore for 2 years, 1982 and 83. So it's only 2 full-time years driving Ford products. Has 3 wins, Nashville, Talladega, and Darlington in those cars. Our next to last car here, Winner Circle. This is going to be from 2005 or thereabouts. And it does, and I'll kind of preface this, it says ages 21 and up, adult collectible. But it's a Budweiser branded Dale Jr. So you don't see those very often. It's a born on date, Daytona 500. February 15th, Daytona win. So super cool. I was really happy to find that one. And then our final one, this one really caught me off guard. It was in a booth that had a lot of just Hot Wheels, and I'm glad that I go into these because even though you see me buy some Hot Wheels here and there, I just pick up stuff that looks cool, probably not anything that's even worth anything to anybody or whatever. But when I go to like Dollar Tree or Walmart or something, I see, oh, here's some Hot Wheels, I'm going to check them out. Oh, this one looks cool, this one looks cool. That's how I grab them. But I like going into these booths that are really exclusively just die-cast and have very, very little in racing, because sometimes you can find some really cool and oddball racing stuff. And so that one, that is what I have here. From Hot Wheels in 2011, I believe I read it as. But it's the Chicken Pit Special from the Stroker Ace movie. I have never seen this one before. But there you see Torkel Chicken. Really cool story about the particular cars that were used in this. The movie Stroker Ace, when they went to this body of Thunderbird in 83, the movie was released in 82, or produced in 82 mostly, but the producers of the movie got from Ford, the Thunderbirds, before they even hit the track, before they even hit the showroom floor. So the Thunderbird, the 83 Thunderbird, was in the movie before it was on the track. And, of course, the TV panel there is blank. Fastest Chicken in the South. Really cool movie. Stroke Race with Burt Reynolds, Jim Nabors, and so many more. So probably use a few of these cards as the new, a few of these cars as the new backdrop and replace those Winner Circle Authentics, just to kind of shuffle things up. We like to do that every so often. But there you have it. Die-cast finds, flea market finds that is, die-cast edition. Really, really cool additions to the collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what your favorite car was today. I mean, for me, this one by far. You know, I grew up watching that movie, and to find a die-cast of it, a licensed die-cast, that's super cool. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure you come back at noon for Fast Packs, where we'll be ripping another pack of the 1991 Impel Olympic Hall of Fame cards. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at noon.